Why Zelensky isn't afraid of Trump. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he does not fear U.S. President Donald Trump, despite acknowledging that everyone in the world is afraid of the American leader. Zelensky's remarks, published in an interview with The Guardian, come as Ukraine continues to navigate a fragile and often unpredictable relationship with Washington. Zelensky has faced a challenging dynamic with Trump, who has publicly labeled the Ukrainian president a dictator and subjected him to a tense, highly publicized confrontation at the White House in February. Despite those incidents, Zelensky has repeatedly adopted a diplomatic tone, aware that Kiev's wartime survival depends heavily on U.S. support. "We are not enemies with America," Zelensky said. "We are friends. So why should we be afraid?" Trump's approach to Ukraine and other global partners has fluctuated since he returned to office at the beginning of the year. He has enacted tariffs on long-standing allies such as Canada and shifted his rhetoric on Ukraine, at times calling Zelensky brave, while also suggesting that Kiev holds little leverage and even implying that Ukraine started the war with Russia. Moscow launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022 after annexing Crimea in 2014. "Everyone in the world is afraid of Trump," Zelensky said. "That's the truth." Zelensky recently traveled to Washington seeking approval for U.S.-made Tomahawk long-range cruise missiles. The weapons would give Ukraine the ability to strike farther into Russian territory. The Biden administration had signaled potential willingness to supply them, though Moscow had warned such a move would escalate tensions. Zelensky left Washington without securing the missiles. The Ukrainian leader also rejected reports that Trump angrily tossed aside maps of Eastern Europe during their meeting. He insisted the discussions were normal and constructive, countering claims in the Financial Times that the meeting had devolved into an expletive-filled shouting match. In addition to long-range missiles, Zelensky said Ukraine hopes to acquire 27 U.S.-supplied Patriot air defense systems. He added that European nations might provide their own advanced systems as temporary substitutes. As Russia continues its heavy aerial bombardment, including ballistic missile attacks, Ukraine has prioritized Patriots, widely considered the premier system for intercepting ballistic threats. But the batteries and the missiles they require remain limited and in high demand. Looking toward the long term, Zelensky reaffirmed Ukraine's commitment to its partnership with the United States. "The U.S. is our strategic partner for many years, perhaps even decades and centuries," he said.